Day 74, becoming Christopher Cruz at the beach, watching a gorgeous sunset. And I was sitting here watching this, and I was just thinking, like, man, there are so many things in life that are so much better when you're not doing it alone. Like, I'm sitting here watching the sunset and it's nice and it's peaceful, but the fact that I'm alone makes it a lot less, I don't know, meaningful. It feels a lot less meaningful. I don't know. It's just a different feeling. Because everything in life is relationships. Like, relationships you have with people and the connection you have with people is the most valuable thing that we have. It's not money or even health or any of that shit. It's connection to people. Because this is a gorgeous sunset, but it's a different experience when you're doing it with someone that you feel connected to. And I guess that's what I'm, like, really scared of about leaving Colorado and coming to California and not really knowing anyone except my ex-girlfriend. The fear of just, like, being alone. Like, the fear of being lonely in a state that I'm not used to. The crazy thing is, I did that in Nepal, I did that in Thailand, I did that in Bali, and I met amazing people. Like, the loneliness didn't last very long because I met people. And it was a lot harder to meet people there because very few people spoke English. So yeah. I don't know, I'm just, like, reflecting on my life and my future, and it's like, I have this amazing future planned. But of all the things in my future that excite me the most, that I want the most, it's connection with amazing people. Like, this sunset would be so much better if I was sitting here with a couple people that I'm really close to, just enjoying life. It's just a totally different experience. So, but I have to trust that when I come out here, I will find those people. It's just that initial leap of faith going after it, a fear of being lonely and alone, not feeling connected to anyone around me. That's the scary part. That's the part that I have to overcome. And I read something or saw a video or something like that that said, if you ever feel loneliness, it's just because you have a really bad relationship with yourself. Saying something like, if you have a good relationship with yourself, you'll never feel lonely. So, clearly my relationship with myself needs some serious work. I remember 74 days ago when I did the first video. It was about feeling lonely. I was, like, sitting in the park crying, looking at all the people around me who are all walking alone and whatever, and I just thought, man, does everyone feel as lonely as I do? And there are people that feel that way, because people have reached out to me and said, yeah, I feel the same way. And I'm thinking about what I want to build with my business, and I really want to build a tribe of people that are connected. Like, a tribe where you can join where you never have to feel lonely again because you got people that are genuine and authentic and real and caring. Yeah, I just want connection more than anything. Because you can have the best life in the world, but if you're alone, what's the point? What's the point of living life alone? And I don't mean like alone as in there's no people in your life. I mean alone as in like there are people in your life, but you don't feel connected to them. You can't be 100% yourself around them. Like that to me is the like ultimate failure. To have a successful life but have unsuccessful connections with people. I don't know. I just have this deep, deep desire to feel connected to people. I think it's a big reason why I'm doing these videos. Like, I'm just putting all the shit out there. And it's crazy, like the people who've watched some of them and have talked to me about it, I feel so connected to them. Like I was talking to my grandpa a week ago and he's watched like 20 days of the videos. And I felt so connected to him, maybe more than I ever have before, because he knew what's going on in my life. He knows the shit I'm going through. There's no hiding in these videos. And just knowing that he knew those things made me feel so much more connected. But it's like, how amazing would it be in life if like everyone knew all your shit, everyone knew all your struggles, everyone knew all your wins and your challenges and all this kind of shit. Everyone knew it all. And they still loved you for it. And that's what I've experienced with people who are watching these videos, which they're not a lot of them, but one day it will be billions of people that watch this shit. But it's amazing because I feel so much closer to these people. And they know my shit. And I feel so much closer to them, and I feel like I have more love from them because I don't have to act and hide and pretend anymore. It's like one of my friends and someone that was in my group coaching program who lives in New York City. You know who you are, girl. It was so cool because she sent me a message saying, like, oh shit, you got a BMW or something like that. And I was just like, how the fuck did she know? And then I realized like she's watching some of the videos. And it was just like, damn, that's cool. Like I felt so connected to her. Yeah, it was just a really cool feeling. And so, I don't know. I think loneliness is one of the biggest problems in the world right now. I think that's why people are so depressed and anxious and unhappy and unfulfilled. I think it's because a lot of people have really shallow relationships. And a lot of people are really scared to show their true authentic selves because they're scared that if you see me, if you see the real me, you might not love me anymore. And that's a very big fear, that fear of rejection, that fear of not being good enough. We were taught that when we were kids. We were literally trained to be what our parents wanted us to be. When we were being who they wanted us to be, they gave us love. When we were not being who they wanted us to be, they punished us and took away their love. Same thing happened in school, same thing happened with our friends, same thing happened with work. And so we've just been conditioned to be what everyone else wants us to be. But not who we truly are. And I think that's why people feel so lonely. You could be surrounded by people but still feel lonely because nobody gets you. Because you don't let anyone see you. And I'm like the number one culprit of that. Like nobody gets to see me unless you watch these videos. This is as vulnerable as it gets. Like, I don't get this vulnerable with people in my life. But somehow when I'm doing these videos, it feels like I'm just talking to myself. No one's watching. And so I can just be real. So pretty. So I saw this video the other night, last night actually, from this one of my coaches in Bali. He did a podcast interview with this guy who was a monk and who's now a millionaire and has this amazing meditation retreat or some shit like that in Bali. And he was saying, like, the key to having a happy life is doing the things that excite you the most, pursuing the things that give you the most excitement. And when I look at my business, like, what excites me the most is having a tribe of people that I'm deeply connected to. A tribe of people that I can lead but also follow at the same time, where it's like we're all on this journey together. None of us are better than the other. We might be a few steps ahead of some other people, but we also might be a few steps behind some people. But what matters is that we are all genuine, authentic, real as fuck people that have great hearts that want to change the world. And we can just be ourselves and be a family, like a soul family. That's what I want. I want a fucking soul family. I want to be around people who get me and people that I get. People that believe in what I believe in and I believe in what they believe in. And, you know, we're just on the same level, the same vibration. So I think that's might be what me coming out to California is all about. Finding my people. Finding my soul family. Finding my tribe. Because I look at all the things I could do with my business, and that's the one thing that excites me the most, which is why I think I'm really going to commit to going all out this next year on building the League of Lions. Because that really excites me. Because then I know I'm surrounded by my people. So it's crazy. You gotta go through the pain to get the answers. Like, I'm sitting here and I was just feeling like so lonely. Just like, man, this is beautiful, but this fucking sucks to be here alone. But then in feeling that, I get clarity on everything I just talked about. And maybe part of this trip is me coming out here, realizing how lonely I feel, and using that as motivation to build the business exactly the way I want to. I don't feel so lonely anymore. Isn't that cool? And obviously I got some work to do on myself. Because if I feel lonely by myself, that obviously means I got some shit to deal with. So, yeah. But I'm getting there. One step at a time, one day at a time, one choice at a time. And the good thing is I'm making lots and lots of progress. So I'll get there. Yeah.